Welcome back, guys. Omar here from Magic Coding, and in this video we are gonna look how we can add some more value to our camera. What do I mean by that? Well, the thing we had in our in our play new level, where is it? Let me find it. Where's ball? Today we're gonna do that. So we're gonna have that flashback you saw in preview, if you remember, that white thing that when it's flashed, it came up back and our ball started moving again. To do that, we're gonna go to our main camera and add an empty game object, which we are gonna call I'm just gonna say it white screen, like this, and add sprite. So sprite renderer, which is gonna have square. So square, where is it? And our square will actually be 100 on the X, 100 on the Y, and 100 on the Z. And position of that will be 0.4. Not 4, but 0.4. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can put it to be 100, or actually you can't. You can put it to be 10, you can see. But we're gonna leave it at 0.4, so it actually covers our screen like this. Now, to start things off, it will be 0 on the transparency. Then we're gonna go to animation and add and create animation for it. Now, I'm gonna call this animation flash. I'm gonna add first a new folder here, animations, and here I'm gonna add flash anim. Like this, save it. And then from the 0, it will be like this. Then at 5, I'm gonna click record and put our color to be to 1, like this. Then I'm gonna go to 60, where we're gonna slowly go back to 0. And as you can see, this is what are we getting. So it's like a flashback, if you can see. Like, I don't know how to explain it. You can just see it. It looks awesome. Then we are gonna go to our animator, click higher, where is our white screen? Double click on the flash, remove the loop time, and I'm gonna say here speed to be 0.7. Now we're not gonna start with our flash. We're actually gonna have an empty one. So I'm just gonna say here idle. I'm gonna rename this to idle. And I'm gonna put this to be as a default layer. Then we're gonna transition to our flash, and from our flash to idle. So pretty much simple. Now to transition one from another, we will need a condition. So like if something happens, then we're gonna go and activate the flash screen. Now to do that, go to parameters and create a trigger. Once our flash trigger is on, then we are gonna start flashing. Now before we even continue, we're gonna here have no exit time. So we're gonna have no exit time and 0 on the duration. But if we are coming back, we want our flash to finish. Like we want this animation to finish, then we're gonna go back to idle. To do that, we are gonna have an exit time. But we're gonna say it's going to be 0. Then we're gonna drag this all the way till here, like about 1. And this will get us what? So let's start our game. And let's say if we click on the flash, this is what are we getting. Okay, I forgot to put a condition. So the condition from idle to flash is to flash actually. Now, if I start and click on the flash to trigger it, you will see that it will go and then slowly come back after our flash is finished. You can see, just like that. And with that, we're pretty much done. Now, our camera will not all stay in one place, and we're actually gonna call it from the script. So go ahead, open up our camera follow. And we're gonna start things off by saying private animator that we're gonna call anim. And we're gonna have our private float, so private float time. And we're gonna have, you can make this public float speed if you want to test it out, but I'm gonna leave it So we're going to have our speed. I'm going to leave it as private. That's what I want to say. Now in the awake function, let me go ahead in the here we're gonna say that anim equals to transform, so transform dot get child count, or actually just get child dot get component, and we're getting its animator like this. Then we are gonna go ahead in update function and do some things. First of all, we're gonna check if our time is less than 1. If that is true, we're gonna say time plus equals to time dot delta time, so time dot delta time multiplied by speed. And for default, I'm gonna say speed equals to 2 for now. Then we're gonna say that our camera z dot equals to manf dot lerp, and we're gonna lerp through our transform dot position dot z to our negative 2.95f. In our time. Else, if that is true, then we my bad. Else, if that is not true, we're gonna say that our camera equals to ball.getZ. Now, here we are starting with our negative 2.95, but actually we're gonna start from negative 1.8. That's like default one where I've been started. And now last but not least, we're gonna have one more function which is actually gonna be a public, so public void flash, which is going to say anim.setTrigger, which we're gonna trigger our flash, and here we're gonna say that our camera z equals to 0, and we're gonna say that our time equals to 0 too. So actually we can restart this update method and make it work. Now, before I even continue, I am gonna go to where is our ball, and here I have flash, and I'm gonna say here game control node, but actually camera. I'm just gonna copy this. So camera follow, and then dot flash. So dot flash, but actually our flash is going to happen after 1.5 of a second, and we're gonna do the same thing for the game over thing. Now let's go back to Unity and test it out. Now if I start the game, we have our, what did I do? Amaria, I want to say camera, not Amara, but capital C, so camera.main.getComponent. Now, when we start, we may see that our time is going to happen. I'm not really sure. I think it is. Yep. You see, that's the movement we're trying to get. Now, if we hit one of the blocks, we're going to go and reset, get back in time, so we can start things all over again. An exact thing will same happen when we finish our game. It may be lagging here. I mean, I'm still recording. It takes some FPS, and it is kinda hard on components, but after some time, you see 1.5 seconds, it's gonna snap and go back to the regular position. And I just think this is a cool effect that you can use anywhere, and now you know how it's done. Like, you can make any game where you have to go back to the same place you were before, and this is how I would do it if I was you. Other than that, that will be it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.